when it comes to these big conglomerates, you usually stay in the traditional asset side of things. Why make this leap now?
Hi, thank you very much. To answer the question first, we've been looking at both Metaverse and cryptocurrency industry for quite some time. And as we launch SK Square, a spin-off company from SK Telecom, we thought that this was the industry that we announced our entrance. Also, it coincides well with what SK Square is trying to become. But to give you a kind of a quick overview of where we invested, I'm actually sitting on a VR studio that SK Telecom built 2 years ago in partnership with Microsoft. This studio scans human motion and converts that into digital human. The company that we just invested in, a company called Line, it builds digital human. So you don't need a scanning studio like this. It builds a digital humans from scratch.
So,
and we felt.
Please continue.
And we felt that this was a unique technology that we will need to populate the Metaverse business going forward. And it goes well with our strategy of investing in a fast-growing business where we have assets that can help and attract more customers.
All of this technology sounds amazing, but it also sounds like it's going to take a long time for all of that to come into fruition. So how long are you expecting these investments to pay off?
No, I think it's actually very close to where we are. Already in Korea, we have seen that digital humans are now on TV advertising, and it's actually attracting a lot of popularity. Some of these digital humans are more popular than real human when they appear in TV ads and social ads. And even for SK Square and SK Telecom, we will soon be announcing our digital human partnership in our promotion of our platform businesses.
So for an average investor who wants to diversify and capture these opportunities in the metaverse, what kind of strategy could you recommend?
Yeah, I think that we're looking at many platforms that are converting or promoting Metaverse. And you should look at how many customers and subscribers are using the platform. And it's simply just ask your children or your peers, younger peers, whether they have listened to such services. But we as an investment company, however, Metaverse is just one of the categories that we're looking at. And I think you have mentioned right that the cryptocurrency is an area that we're also highly interested. And we just invest 90 billion Korean won, roughly $85 million into one of the 4 cryptocurrency exchanges that have received the government license to convert the coins into Korean won. The company is called COVID. This was the first cryptocurrency exchange that were built in Korea, later acquired by a game company, Nexon. It's a holding company, NXC. And we are investing capital into the business to become the second largest shareholder. And we believe that there is quite a big synergy because we not only provide the capital, but we also happen to own many platform businesses that can help to bring more customers and also help enhance the customer experience in trading crypto coins.
This kind of radical new technology bet is quite unusual for a chaebol, right? How do you assess the risk, particularly as it comes at a time as we see South Korea regulators really clamping down over the sector?
Sure, that's a very good question. And that's why we have spent a lot of time in reviewing the business before we decide to enter. But we believe that the risk was manageable as the government has already approved few exchanges to trade the coins into Korean currencies. And we believe that the regulators will provide more test into the exchanges, as well as the coins that are being traded on these exchanges. And we think that's actually good. And because we are SK Sphere, and we want to be the frontier of investments into these new technologies, and also the platforms that provide the new services, we want to be really different from what other investment companies do.
So how much competition is there in this space right now?
In fact, it's highly competitive. Before the license were granted, there were 63 exchanges that the customers could trade the coins. But there are only 4 exchanges that were granted with the license to trade coins and also exchange into Korean won. So we believe that the competition in terms of the number of exchanges have been lessened, but there will be new entrants as we go forward. The amount of the coin transactions in Korea up to the third quarter already surpassed the amount of stocks that are being traded in a closed peak. So now the transaction volume is so great that it's something that it cannot be avoided. And when the transactions so great to be not to be avoided, might as well you accept it. And the conservative and well-known investors such as SK Sphere entering into the market, in a way, it validates the industry as well as this business as its potential going forward.